My name is Dr. Bob Donatelli, and we're here with Radosh, our golfer today from Cirque du Soleil. That has a rhyme to it, doesn't it? Golfer today from Cirque du Soleil. What we're going to do is look at the flexibility of this shoulder, very important to golf. Actually, it's very specific to the back of the shoulder, okay? And that tightness can develop in golf because we constantly stretch that in the backswing, in the takeaway. We're constantly stretching that back of the shoulder, which is called the posterior capsule and posterior structures, constantly being stretched, and a little bit of micro trauma, especially if you swing the golf club on a regular basis, 100 times a day if you go to the golfing range, the driving range. And so we're going to test out the flexibility. Again, could be one of the reasons why you cannot take that in the takeaway, take that arm back and keep the elbow straight. You have to constantly bend it. Very simple test. Actually, this is something in professional baseball I learned from my buddy, Jeff Cooper, who was with the Philadelphia Phillies for the 35 years. Great guy, very innovative. And this is called the sleeper stretch. But first we test it, we determine the range. So if you can take this hand and put it over here and gently push down, and if you can't go any further than that, that's a really tight indication that you probably feel a stretch back here in the back side of the right shoulder. You'll feel a little pull. Now you don't want to push too hard and cause pain any place. This is not painful, shouldn't be no pain. And so if you can't do that any further than that, that's a really bad restriction. But Radosh is pretty flexible and he can get pretty far down. And this is always compared to the opposite side. So you want to be symmetrical. So if that's 45-degree angle to the table, you should be able to get down to 45 degrees on this side as well. I'd say this is your limit. You'd like to see most of my golfers at least to this part of the range. Don't necessarily have to have their hand on the table. That's a little bit of tightness. Do you feel a stretch in the back?
Yes, I do.
So he does feel stretch. So that turns right into the exercise where he's going to hold that stretch, just a gentle stretch, no pain. You don't want to have the shoulder popping up into his cheeks. That's why I kind of have him lying his cheek here to his shoulder. And you do the stretch, gentle stretch. You feel in the back of the shoulder. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, and you do it 4 times. And if you can do that 2 or 3 times a day, that'd be great to help improve your flexibility of the posterior capsule or posterior shoulder.